Drop shipping, that's it. That's the one. No wait, AI automation agency. A guy on my feed just quit his job off the back of one. Or trading 500 quid into 5 grand in a single night. Apparently. Faceless YouTube, fully automated. You don't even show your face. Build a SaaS. You don't even need to code these days. Reselling, crypto, renting out apartments you don't own. You know what? This is too much. I'll think about it tomorrow. Sound familiar? Be honest, you've got a saved folder somewhere with 20 perfect ways to make money, and you've started exactly none of them. Every video swears theirs is the one, so you save it. Then the next video says something different, so you save that too. And the folder grows while your bank account doesn't. And I want to say something before we go any further. This is not a you problem. You're not lazy, you're not slow. You're standing in the corridor with 100 different people screaming that theirs is the only one that opens. Anyone freezes in that corridor. The only difference between you and someone getting paid is at some point they stopped comparing doors and they just walked through one. And today, we end it. I've taken every way people are actually making money in 2026 and compressed it to 5 real models. Not 20, 5. And at the end, I'm going to be scoring every single model on my screen with the exact method I use to judge any business. So you leave this video with one answer instead of 20 open tabs. And I tell you now, the winner is not the one that your feed is hyping. Oh, one more thing as well, I'm giving away a MacBook in this video. When I started, I ran my entire operation with a phone. So one of you is going to be starting better equipped than I ever did. Entering is free and it's 2 simple steps. Watch this whole video until the end without skipping, and comment down your key takeaway from this video, followed by the number of the model you are choosing to start today. 1 to 5. That's the entry. Liking and subscribing are optional, but I'd subscribe because I'm announcing the winner on my channel next week's video, and I'd hate for you to win a laptop and never even find out about it. Full rules are linked below. And quickly, if you're watching this on the first week that it's out, there's gonna be a hype button right next to the like button. It exists to push smaller channels out and it genuinely works. If this video earns it by the end, I'd truly appreciate if you can press that. Now, model 1, AI services. This is the hyped one. Now let's start with the one that your feed does not shut up about. Businesses are drowning in work AI can do now, and most owners have 0 time to learn any of it. You become the bridge. Business, super busy. You connect them with the AI tools, and for doing this connection, you get paid. That's what we like to hear. With the AI service, it's pretty simple. You gotta pick one service and not 5. People like to get into all of them and really confuse your customer. You gotta pick a niche, and with that niche, you gotta stick to it so people know you for that specific niche. So it could either be content, chatbots, automations, voice agents, and you gotta circle one, ignore the rest. From my personal experience, the best one is indeed voice agents, because I've actually paid for some before, for some calls, for stuff like that. So that's the one I would go for. I think it's most popular, to be honest, but automations are really key for businesses as well. I've done them myself. I know many people would need that. But anyways, set it up once and charge monthly. That's it. A month retainer looks like this: £800 per month per client. 4 clients, the tools do the labor, 3.2k a month. Now imagine you got 40 clients, 32k. Imagine you got 400 clients, 320k. Imagine you got 4,000 clients, 3.2 mil. The best part is that you do the work for the first month. All the other months is just payment after payment. Except from just a couple of admin tips, of course. But now the part that the gurus skip. It's a gold rush. Everyone watches the same video. It's not an AI business, it's a sales business. So you gotta do cold outreach, objections, and closing. So the question is, are you really able to compete with the people that's been in this business for years? You gotta be picking up the phone, literally calling every single business you can, which is mentally draining because I've done it before. Get objections after objections, and as a beginner, you don't know how to handle them. Even if you do, some people get really mad and they laugh in your face, and it's not the best experience. I faced it before. And you gotta close them after, so it's a very, very long process. But of course, if you're able to do it, that £800 is pretty good. But no clients, no money. Your hours are the ceiling. Now for AI services, for funds, I'm gonna give this a 4 because you don't really need any money to start it. Learning, a 2. Because it is hard to learn sales. Income speed, I'm gonna give this a 1 because it does take a while to actually make some money with this. And scale, I'm also gonna give it a 3 because you can either start this business model with nothing, or you can start it and find a lot of success and get monthly payments. So in total, we have got 13 in total. for AI services. Next, this is a really interesting one, trading and investing. Two different games, everyone mixes them up. You got investing and trading. Investing is slow, boring works that you actually need a lot of money for it to do the work. Trading is fast, thrilling and brutal, almost like gambling. The dream, money from your phone. Now the maths that nobody puts into a thumbnail is that investing is 10% a year and small money in, small money out. So 10% of £100 is £10. I'm assuming many of you don't have that much money. So let's say you've got like 5 grand in this example, 5 grand. 10% of that is just gonna be £500 in a year. It's really bad. Most beginners don't beat the market. Years to competent, zero certainty on the way. So is it a scam? No. It's an end game. Is where money goes after you've made it. Your business goes into markets and you make more money. And even if you were to lose some money, it doesn't matter because you already got your business printing for you. Whereas now, as a beginner, let's say you got 5k cash, you put it into trading. If you lose that, it's just gonna really affect you and really ruin your mood to do any sort of business. So which leaves one question. Where does the starting money come from? So trading and investing. Funds, I'm gonna give this a 0. You need funds. No questions asked, you can't do without funds. Learning, I'm gonna give it a 1. A lot of YouTube videos out there, but it's just so confusing. Like what? You can't learn this, you can't predict it. Income speed, I'm gonna give this a 4. Because once you have money, it could be quite quick. It could also mean losing money quick, but in this case, 4. Predictability, 1. Investing is good, trading is horrible, overall 1. You can never predict where stocks is gonna go up, never ever. And if someone is saying they can, they're just lying to you. And scale, I have to give it a 5. Because if you find the right thing to invest into, it can go up like this. So in total, we have 11 for trading and investing. Now, model 3, freelancing. This seems to be really popular among everyone on my feed that talks about starting making money. So let's give it a go. This is the boring one and the most reliable. Sell one skill business already pay for. You may have seen it, it's quite frequent on my feed these days. Drop servicing, they go to Fiverr, they get services and they actually sell it to clients like content creators, like plumbers, and they sell it to them. So editing, design, copy, websites. Now you gotta do 1, not all 4, to be able to get the best. Determine your niche and target the right customers. I've done this before actually, and I've done websites. I've done copy as well. I've also done editing. I haven't done design, but I've had a lot of experience with freelancing, so I'm gonna give you guys a very clear overview of this. You don't need a qualification, you need proof. So you don't, not a CV, but work that they can see. Make 3 portfolio pieces, 1, 2, 3. Then 20 messages a day to people who need it. First paid client in weeks, not years. The maths, 1 small client base, £750, £25 an hour, 30 hours. 0 startup costs, skills that stacks forever. As you guys hear on your feed, everyone talks about learning a high income skill and monetizing from it. This is that. Now the honest bit. You didn't escape a boss. You collected 5. No work, no pay, feast and famine. I'm gonna tell you honestly and upfrontly, I've tried this, I made a couple of bucks and it's the most boring, most difficult, most unenjoyable thing I've ever done. Funds, I'm gonna give it a 5 because you need literally 0 money to start this. Learning, I'm gonna give it a 1 because you gotta learn everything, ins and outs, editing, designing, whatever you picked. Income speed, 0, absolutely rubbish, it's really slow. Predictability, I'm gonna give it a 3 because once you got a customer base, it can continue onward. That's why. But scale-wise, you simply cannot be handling more than 25 clients a month, I'd say. Because you simply, as a one-man team, you cannot be able to assist everyone. So I'm gonna give this a 0 as well. So in total, freelancing scores lowest, below 10, 9. Now, content creation. You're inside this one right now. I like this. Attention is the internet currency. I'll give you that. Free to start, a phone and an opinion. The money, ads, brands, your own products. And it compounds. All videos keep paying forever. No ceiling, one video can change everything. Now the desert. The first months pay nothing. Sometimes the first year. The algorithm owes you nothing. And going back to how the first months pay nothing, I actually get paid a lot from TikTok, Snapchat, and YouTube for creating content from the platform itself directly. But one thing I'm gonna say to you guys, if I started this journey with the money in mind to make this work, I wouldn't have succeeded because it took a ridiculous time to get paid from these platforms. But I started with a simply goal in mind to help others out. So I think my initial thoughts of this is, if you wanna make money with this, do it as a side thing that you're passionate about, and it will be quite good. But for every creator you watch, thousands posted into silence. Even myself. Creators who win usually sell something, remember that. And content creation, funds, 5, you need absolutely nothing. You have your phone, that's enough. And a possible laptop that you may win in this video, great. Learning, I'm gonna give it a 1. You gotta learn the algorithm super well. You can't cheat away with AI as well. You gotta learn it. Income speed, 0. Probably for the first 3 months, absolutely 0. And if you're looking to pay by the platform, I would say yeah, so really slow. Predictability, I'm gonna give it a 2. Some days it's gonna be slow. Some days your videos won't go viral. Some days your account might get banned. It's not predictable at all. And scale, I'm also gonna give it a 2. Going back on the reason I gave you about the predictability, your account can get stopped any day. You can get banned any moment. Your videos can stop performing any second. So in total, I'm gonna give this a 10. Now, model 5. Last but not least, model 5, flipping. The oldest business on earth. Buy undervalue, sell out value, keep the gap. Simple. The gap is yours. No skill, no audience, no clients to start. So you don't need any skill, you don't need any audience, you don't need any clients. £50 and the phone is enough. Bought for £4, sold for £15, same week. I listed stock on a bus to school. Checked my phone at break, 2,000 in sales. Paid in days, not months. The whole game is one question: where do you restock? That is the biggest obstacle reselling. I've done it personally for a lot of times. I've done it for a lot of years myself, made a lot of money, but also lost a lot of money from where I get my stock. So this is the key. Sole sourcing, it becomes a machine. On its cons, it's physical graft. Your cash sits in stock until it sells, and it's a volume game. But nothing here pays a beginner faster. So, funds, I'm gonna give it a 5. You need initially £50 to start. Learning, also a 5. You don't need to learn. The products is pretty simple. You have the product, flip it, keep the rest. Income speed, also 5. Because here's the thing, the brands that you're selling, they solve the hardest part for you. The marketplaces like Vinted, Depop, eBay, they also solve a really huge bottleneck for you. They bring the customers to your front door. All you gotta do is get your phone out, list and sell. But you gotta get the right stock. That's the only bottleneck that you need to face. That's why predictability, I'm gonna give it a 2. Because you can never predict what stock you'll receive from your supplier if you're doing this long term. It could be shit, you can test a new supplier out and it sends you absolute crap. You gotta predict a good supplier that erases all the problems. And scale, I'm gonna give it a 5. Once you start, it's gonna scale rapidly. You've got Vinted, Depop, eBay, Vestai Collective, every platform you can think of. And then you can actually move on to your own website that you can scale rapidly. So in total, reselling / flipping is 22. Best by a mile. Now watch what the whole board was hiding. AI agencies sell to businesses that sells products. Freelancers get hired by them. Creators get sponsored by them. Traders invest profits that came from somewhere. 4 of these models get paid by the 5th. AI, trading, skills, content, selling real things is underneath it. The flips method. Funds, cash needed to start. Learning curve. 25 is perfect and nothing scores 25. Now looking at the scoreboard over here, it's pretty clear which one wins, which is flipping. As I said, it's underneath. Every business model uses flipping to actually win. That's why don't you just cut straight to the source and start reselling? And the final ranking is reselling. Today, £100, and here's my exact move if I was selling from complete zero. First flip, stack cash, let the cash buy the other doors. Flip, skill, content, markets. So you do every single one, but you get cash first, then the doors open. Now, if you watched it this far, congratulations. You've got the best chance to win the MacBook now, and I am going to do something. Comment your model number plus the secret word. The secret word today is going to be Apple, and I will understand if you've actually watched it to the end or not. So let's go. The winner will be announced next week, so make sure to subscribe for that as well. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And now, before I end this video, if you want to start reselling, it's pretty simple. As you saw, it was 555 2.5. Predictability is a 2, and the reason being is simple. You cannot predict where you get your stock, but what I've done is I've made it super dead easy to be able to find the right suppliers, and you can get the right stock and flip the right way. So that's why I made VintedResells.com. It's linked down below, and it's the access to all of my suppliers that I use to this day to have the biggest reselling empire at 17 years old. If you're starting out, I truly recommend it. There's a free course on how to get started. There's also my AI software service included in there that does all the listings, everything for you at the end. So if you're serious about starting reselling, something that's real and compounding your way up to other business models, I recommend it heavily, and you can start it today. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you win the MacBook. I hope you learned something today, and I'd really appreciate if you can hype and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you guys later.